Feeling stressed? Camelot has a new deal for you, and we honor those who serve our nation. Live from the new media studio here at beautiful Valley High School, this is Falcon Flash.
Hey, Jesus, I'm introduced.
All right, good morning, students and staff. Today is Friday, November 9th. In recognition for Veterans Day, for which we have a day off on Monday next week to honor our veterans, we are taking a look at the history and the purpose of Veterans Day as today's patriotic observance. Veterans Day is a U.S. legal holiday dedicated to the American veterans of all wars. In 1918, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, an armistice, or a temporary stop in hostilities, was declared between the Allied nations and Germany in World War I. All of our 10th graders know this because it's part of our world history curriculum. We love it. And then that war was known as the Great War. Commemorated in many countries as Armistice Day, the following year, November 11th, became a federal holiday in the United States in 1938. In the aftermath of World War II and the Korean War, Armistice Day became legally known as Veterans Day. Veterans Day is not to be confused with Memorial Day, a common misunderstanding according to the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. You see, Memorial Day, which is the fourth Monday in May, honors American service members who died in service to their country or as a result of injuries incurred during battle, while Veterans Day pays tributes to all American veterans, living or dead, but especially gives thanks to living veterans who served their country honorably during war or during peacetime. Let's learn more about Veterans Day in this quick video.
You probably know that every year on November 11th, Americans celebrate Veterans Day to honor the millions of men and women who have served or are serving in the nation's armed forces. But bet you didn't know the whole story behind the holiday. For starters, it wasn't originally called Veterans Day, but Armistice Day, to commemorate the truce signed between the Allies and Germany in World War I on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. The first Armistice Day in the U.S. was celebrated on November 11th, 1919. All business was suspended for 2 minutes starting at 11 a.m., and parades and public gatherings were held to commemorate the occasion. Later, America also began honoring its unknown soldiers on Armistice Day, a tradition that continues today. At 11 a.m. every Veterans Day, a color guard ceremony represents all branches of the military at the Tomb of the Unknowns in Arlington National Cemetery. In 1954, the name was changed to Veterans Day, following a national campaign to have the day honor all veterans, not just those who served in World War I. And did you know, for 7 years, Veterans Day was actually celebrated in October? In 1968, Congress moved Veterans Day to the fourth Monday in October so that government employees could enjoy a long weekend. But in 1975, President Gerald Ford returned Veterans Day to November 11th due to the historical significance, and that's where it sits on the calendar today. And do you know the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day? Both of them honor those men and women who have served in the military, but Memorial Day honors America's war dead, while Veterans Day honors all American veterans, living and dead. The U.S. Census Bureau estimates that there are currently over 21 million living military veterans in the United States. More than 16 million of these served during times of war, while 5.5 million served during peacetime only. So this Veterans Day, don't forget to say thanks to some of the millions of men and women who have served our country.
So this Sunday, go out and hug a veteran. And on Monday, we'll be off of school, and Tuesday, we'll see you back here. Today's picture of the day was submitted by Kayla Herrera, a proud member of our mock trial team, shown here at the Santa Ana Superior Courthouse. Yesterday, facing off against Woodbridge High School, the returning finalists, our Valley squad went toe-to-toe with them for an exciting night. Our attorneys presented a solid case, our witnesses deftly handled tough cross-examination, and the entire team was complimented by the real presiding judge and top Orange County lawyers. It's been 10 years since Valley has had a mock trial team, and we are very excited to bring it back and compete against one of these top mock trial teams in Orange County. Our prosecution team will be competing next Thursday against another high school's defense team. We'd like to give a special shout out to our coaches, Mr. Berger and Mr. Larson, and our attorney coaches, Hugo and Dinah Lopez, both Valley alumni, who volunteer their time to attend our practices. All right, Ms. DeLulo is here in studio with us today. She's got some tips for you. So, Ms. DeLulo.
Thank you, Mr. Rosema. Good morning, Falcons. I'm Ms. DeLillo bringing you this week's Counselor Corner. This week, we will discuss the topic of stress and ways to cope with it. Stress is the body's automatic response to a physical or emotional changes in life. Under stress, we may feel tense, nervous, or on edge. When you encounter sudden stress, your brain floods your body with chemicals and hormones. These triggers cause our heart to pound, palms to sweat, and the feeling of anxiousness. Everyone is impacted by stress at some point in their day, week, or life. As one of the counselors here at Valley, some of the most common stressors we come across from students include family, school, relationships, social media, money, and work. Being able to recognize stress in ourselves or in others can help us as we learn to overcome and handle stress. Some of the most common signs are being very quiet or withdrawn, easily aggravated or quick to anger, oversight of assignments, tasks, or duties, appearing to be very worried or anxious, crying or having feelings of hopelessness, complaints of headaches, stomach aches, or general tiredness. Stress necessarily isn't a bad thing. It can be healthy when it helps you to avoid accidents, meet a deadline, or keep your wits about you. What one person finds stressful may be very different from what another finds stressful. An example of this would be public speaking. Some love the thrill of it, and others become paralyzed at the very thought. But stress would be temporary. Once you pass the initial stress, your heart rate and breathing should slow down, your muscles should relax. In short time, your body should return to its normal state without any lasting negative effects. However, if the stressor is frequent or prolonged, it can lead to mental and physical harm, and it's important that you seek help. Stress is a normal part of life. How well or how poorly we get through stressful situations depends a lot on us. So it's important, guys, keep a positive attitude. Sometimes the way you think about things can make all the difference. Your attitude can help offset difficult situations. Accept that there are events or situations you cannot control. Learn to relax. Purposeful relaxation, such as deep breathing, muscle relaxation, and meditation is essential in training your body to relax. Relaxation should be a part of your daily regimen. Be active regularly. Being active helps your body fight stress, allows you to improve your health. Eat well, balanced meals. Staying on track with healthy eating habits is a great way to manage stress. Rest and sleep. Your body needs time to recover from stressful events, so sleep is an important part of caring for yourself. And finally, seek a support system. Talking with a friend or trusted adult is a great way to relieve some stress. Sometimes all you need is someone to reassure you things will be okay. Okay, guys, stressful situations can test our strengths for sure. Whatever you are facing, it can help to think it through the situation, accept the emotions you are feeling, and keep a positive attitude. Focus your efforts on what you can influence, get support when needed, and care for yourself. All these things can help you cope with your situation, lessen the stress, and help you come through feeling strong and confident. And now we have Jesus here today for Falcon Flash.
Good morning, Falcons. Here's today's Falcon Flash. Girls basketball plays a scrimmage against Bolsa Grande today at 3:30. The best part of that is that you're invited to come cheer them on. Get to the gym and support your team. Need credits? Want to make yourself more ready for jobs and careers after high school? Registration is now open for all Sonata Unified Career Tech classes in the spring semester. Building trade is open at Century. Medical core is open at Sonata High School. Culinary arts is open at Valley. Dental assistance is open at Valley. Check the brochure in your Falcon Flash classroom to learn more about how you can sign up for these 3 classes that begin in January. We have an exciting news for all of those seniors and others who might be interested in going to Camelot next Thursday night. We have heard what you have to say. No one told us.
Miniature golf is just too small for me to play.
Or
hang out with friends. I got no time for that.
Or
7 p.m. is way too late for me. I never stay up past 6:30 with all these college apps.
Instead, we heard
that it's $45 $45 is just a lot right now. I can't afford it even though I really want to go.
Okay, so we're offering a great deal so that can go and experience bumper cars, laser tag, pizza, miniature golf, bumper boats, and arcade games, and all of the fun for Camelot. Get your ticket for just a $10 deposit in ASB today. We will put the rest of your costs on your account, and you can pay it off later when it comes to more convenient time for you. So stop by ASB today and get your ticket. And personally, I challenge you to race around the golf cart track. And that's it for today's Falcon Flash. And remember,
Falcon Fever, catch it!